I used to love gaming. I lose myself in it for hours. But now, I'm gaming and I'm not really there. I'm half listening to a video, half watching the screen, and half scrolling on my phone. And when it's over, I don't feel rested. I feel drained. It's just like it overloaded my brain instead of relaxing it. Multitasking while gaming isn't just a habit. It's overstimulation. And it's killing the part of gaming that used to feel immersive. Because when I finally stopped multitasking, I realized how good games still feels. The problem, we're always distracted. We say we play games to relax, but most of us aren't actually present while we're playing. There's always something else running in the background. A podcast, a stream, a second monitor, a voice call. And it makes the game feel more like background noise instead of something immersive. It's not really rest, it's numbing, passive, like scrolling just with buttons. One evening I sat down and played Minecraft, a game I used to love, but just 5 minutes in I was already bored. I hadn't even crafted a tool yet. My brain just went, what else can I do at the same time? So I opened YouTube, then I opened Discord, then I was just gone. I didn't need another tab, I needed focus. But I'd trained my brain to avoid that. There were evenings where I'd be gaming and felt nothing. Not energized, not rested. Just like I passed time and wasted energy. And I realized it wasn't the games, it was how I was playing them. In this day and age of constant overstimulation, we need to have time to reset. Gaming is perfect for that, if we let it. And honestly, mobile games are the worst examples of our constant overstimulation. They've gone from fun little distractions to pure dopamine traps. We went from Clash of Clans and Heyday to whatever this is. Even the mobile games that are real games today have been smothered with ads and in-game transactions. Most of them today aren't even games, they're products. They're designed for attention, not immersion, for short bursts of dopamine, not deep focus or fun. Mobile games used to reward your attention. Now they just hijack it. Let's really hope it doesn't spread into PC and console games just yet, because that mindset, that need for constant stimulation, is leaking into how we play all games now. Why it's a bigger issue. This isn't only about how we play games, it's about what it's doing to our brains. Even if it feels chill to watch a podcast and play a game at once, your brain doesn't think so. Multitasking raises your stress levels. You stay in go mode, not rest mode. Multitasking while gaming trains your brain to expect constant stimulation without effort. Just like scrolling on social media, getting those quick dopamine bursts. You start to create a feeling of being entertained without actually engaging. It's like giving your brain candy all day. Eventually, it forgets how to enjoy a proper meal. Something that takes time to chew, to savor, to digest. And here's what that leads to. Lower focus, higher dopamine tolerance, and no patience for slow starts or real challenge. Studies show that relaxing games like Minecraft, Factorio, or RimWorld can reduce stress almost like meditation, but only if we actually let them. Multitasking robs us of that calm. It keeps our brains in go mode, even when we think we are relaxing. And here's the thing, we're not even really multitasking. We're switching our focus back and forth, and every switch leaves a trace, a mental residue, that leaves us feeling scattered, slower, and drained. The human mind wasn't built for multitasking. It was built for deep, single-focus engagement. So when you try to game and stream and scroll all at once, none of it actually lands. You launch a new game, and it doesn't hook you in the first 30 seconds. So you bounce, not because the game is bad, but because your brain is trained to avoid friction, to seek out the next easy hit. But the best games are full of friction. They challenge you, make you wait, and ask for effort. And that's the point, because games teach you delayed gratification. You're meant to learn, to explore, to fail, and grow. While mobile games chase your attention, a lot of indie games are made to earn it. Small teams build worlds to be felt, not just consumed. And we miss all of that if we're not present. The problem isn't that games are too slow, it's that our attention span is too fast. We've gotten so used to frictionless content that even 5 minutes of focus feels uncomfortable. We want to escape boredom and challenges as fast as possible. And I mean, that could be a whole video on how the modern medias create that. If we don't catch our focus being lost, we lose the ability to enjoy deep, rewarding experiences. Not just in games, but in everything. How it affected me. The more I multitask while gaming, the less I enjoy the gaming itself. It stopped feeling like a relaxing experience, it was no longer escape. It started feeling more like background noise. I'd finish a session and barely remember what I did. Just next mission, next upgrade, next tab. I was just feeling drained. I'd feel unmotivated and tired afterwards, just like I'd wasted another evening. Sometimes I'd catch myself in the middle of a game, and I'd realize I was only paying half attention. The other half of me was checking YouTube videos, thinking about what video to watch next, or just scrolling for no reason. It wasn't relaxing, it wasn't fulfilling, it was just noise. Something to fill the time between work and sleep. So I decided to change something. One night, I closed everything. No podcast, no YouTube, no Discord, just the game. I downloaded a new Minecraft mod pack and played. At first, it was pretty boring. My brain kept reaching for stimulation. I'd feel the urge to open something, just anything, just to fill the silence. And I'll be real, sometimes I did fail. I'd open YouTube, even just for the background noise. But I kept trying, just a little bit longer each time. Eventually, something started to change, and I went back to Minecraft. Just walking, exploring, no pressure, no multitasking. And I realized something. That used to be normal for me. When I was younger, I used to play like that all the time. Fully present, no distractions. And I loved it. I hadn't played like that in years. I'd forgotten how calm it felt. Suddenly, it didn't feel like I was wasting time. It felt like an actual break. Exactly what I needed after a day of work and overstimulation. It was like reconnecting with something I lost. Not just the game, but the way I used to play it. The deep focus, the quiet immersion, the presence. It wasn't the games that were broken. It was my attention. I had let my attention get taken by the constant stimulation of social media and multitasking, leaving me with nothing left to be fully present and enjoy one thing at a time. My brain was used to the constant stimulation and wanted more. What I learned, when I finally started gaming without distractions again, something clicked. It wasn't about playing more to feel relaxed, it was about being more present while I was playing. Games actually became fun again. I remember the stories, the sound design, the tension, the silence. I felt relaxed afterwards. All the things I used to love, I just needed to give them space. I used to think I needed more stimulation to enjoy games. That's what my modern brain thought, at least. Turns out, I needed less noise. Multitasking kills your emotional connection to the game. You don't feel progress, you don't feel pride, you just feel drained. Presence is what makes gaming powerful. When you stop treating games like background noise, they can actually become an escape again, making them actually useful when you need to take a break or to wind down. Of course, fast-paced games like FPS titles are naturally stimulating, but they can still become overwhelming if you're laying in background distractions all the time. When you are present, you get to explore, get curious, solve problems, think. You get immersed, and that's what most games were designed for. What helped a lot though was playing with friends, because when I'm in a call, talking, working together, that is the stimulation. I don't need YouTube or music, it's just the game and us. I've had some of my most focused sessions playing Factorial or Split Fiction, just building, solving problems and joking around. That's the kind of attention that makes you remember the session. I didn't need to quit games, I just needed to quit escaping from the games themselves. The more you split your attention, the more you split the benefits. If you made it this far, try this. Pick one game, any chill game, maybe RimWorld, Minecraft, Satisfactory, or anything that lets you slow down and explore. Put on headphones, turn off the podcast, close Discord, put your phone in another room. Just 1 hour. Just the game, nothing else. It might feel uncomfortable at first. Your brain will itch for a tab, for noise, for a scroll. That's not weakness, that's conditioning. Just notice it and keep playing. Soon, the quiet won't feel so empty. It will feel full of the little things you've been missing. The sounds, the ideas, the calm. You don't have to play every game like this, but every now and then, give a game your full attention, because that's when it gives something back. Peace, presence, and joy. We game to escape, to relax, but if we keep multitasking, we'll miss all of it, even the parts we used to love. So just try it once. A full hour, no distractions, let yourself be there. And if that moment clicks, hold on to it. That's what gaming used to be, and still can be if we let it. Presence makes play powerful. If this helped you reconnect with something you lost, consider subscribing.